The MCU has always managed to find a good middle ground between seriousness and comedy. And with that being said, there have been some absolutely hilarious moments throughout the Infinity Saga. Welcome to the Chaos Multiverse, everybody. My name is Jimmy, or Chaos, whichever you want to call me. Today, we are going to go over my picks for the top 25 funniest moments of the first 11 years of the MCU. Now, you let me know which of these got you the best. If I don't mention one and you think I should have, you let me know as well. Let's have a little fun with this. Make sure you guys have those notifications on. And at number 25 today, bring me another in the original Thor. Let's kick off with a moment from one of the weaker MCU movies. Come on, let's all be honest with each other, but it was still good. Watching Thor adapt to normal human life was pretty funny. And this scene in the diner was probably one of the biggest culture shocks to a demigod.
Drink, I like it.
I know, it's great, right?
Another!
At number 24, that man is playing GALAGA in Avengers. Not only was this a good moment showing how observant Tony Stark really is, but it was also a nice break in the seriousness that was building up in that room, let's be honest. Plus, it was just another great quote from Tony.
Raise the missing mouse. Ship the top toes. That man is playing GALAGA. Thought we wouldn't notice, but we did.
Guys, we are giving away a monthly PlayStation 5 on this channel every single month, all the way through the end of the year. All you have to do to be entered is be subscribed, have those notifications turned on, and drop a like in on any video on the channel. Leave a comment with your favorite Marvel character and your Twitter handle. That way, if you win, I can get hold of you. Good luck to everybody. And at number 23, I'm Mary Poppins, y'all, in Guardians 2. Now, Yondu had a fantastic character arc in the first two Guardian movies, and if there is one line that everybody remembers from him, I think it's this one. Following a huge dramatic explosion, it's revealed that Yondu survived by holding onto his arrow and floating down like a certain Disney character, which prompts this funny and touching moment between him and Peter Quill.
You look like Mary Poppins.
Is he cool?
Hell yeah, he's cool.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all!
At number 22, we're using our made-up names in Infinity War. Sometimes you have to wonder how superheroes introduce themselves. This scene, well, it completely cleared it up for everybody. And I sit here and say this, and then I literally introduce myself with my YouTube name, Chaos. It makes no sense. Anyway, at number 21, Doctor Strange has trouble with his name. So if you thought Doctor Strange got too much flack for his name in Infinity War, that was only part of it. It's in one of his first introduction scenes, he gets into a little back and forth over how the villain should actually refer to him. This has got to be awkward if you're a superhero.
How long have you been at Kamatage, Mr.
Doctor.
Mr. Doctor?
It's strange.
Maybe.
At number 20, Lewis gives a tip in Ant-Man. Now, Lewis is a great character, and I'm really hoping we see more of him in the MCU as it continues. And in this fan-favorite moment from the very first movie, he gives Scott the rundown on a little tip he recently stumbled upon, and the direction is great.
Tell me about that tip.
What?
I want to know about that tip.
Oh, baby time! It's so on right now.
Calm down, all right? I just need to know where it came from. It's got to be airtight.
Okay. I was at a wine tasting with my cousin Ernesto.
Let's give Lewis a little more love. At number 19, Lewis talks about Falcon. Following the events of the first Ant-Man movie, the Avengers started keeping an eye on Scott. Eventually, word got around to Lewis that Falcon was looking for him, so he let Scott know in the only way he knew how.
So I'm at this art museum with my cousin Ignacio, right? And there was this like abstract expressionism exhibit. You know me, I'm more like a neo-cubist kind of guy, right? But there was this one Roscoe that was sublime, bro. Oh my God.
Luis.
Okay, sorry. I just get excited.
At number 18, why is GAMORA in Infinity War? Drax has some amazing lines throughout the Infinity Saga, and this has to be one of the best. We'll talk about a few more as we go. Even in the face of death, he has to make us laugh.
I'm going to ask you this one time. Where is Gamora?
Yeah, I'll do you one better. Who's Gamora? I'll do you one better. Why is Gamora?
Tell me where the girl is, or I swear to you, I'm going to French fry this little...
At number 17, Peter discovers his suit in Spider-Man Homecoming. After Ned disables the training wheels on Peter's Spidey suit, he takes it out on his first mission, and he talks to his new AI companion. It quickly becomes clear Peter was not prepared for the amount of stuff this suit could do or offer him, and it ultimately cost him the fight. At number 16, Tony versus Loki stare-down in the Avengers. Now, following Tony's return to New York in the first Avengers, he tries to threaten Loki into not unleashing his army. He doesn't succeed, but we get some great plugs and gags along the way, and I think that counts for something. I really do.
Please tell me you're going to appeal to my humanity. Actually, I'm planning to threaten.
At number 15, Puny God in Avengers. I think this is the only time in the entire MCU where Hulk actually hesitated to attack an enemy. Thankfully, it had a great payoff.
But I will not be bullied by that.
Puny God.
At number 14, I've made a rocks in Thor Ragnarok. Ragnarok was definitely the best Thor movie so far, and if Love and Thunder is anything like it's being hyped up to be, I'm excited. And Thor Ragnarok, a big part of that was the humor. There was a lot of great moments in this movie, and this is one of my favorites.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Korg. I'm kind of like the leader in here. I'm made of rocks, as you can see, but don't let that intimidate you. You don't need to be afraid unless you're made of scissors.
At number 13, Fat Thor's introduction in Endgame. There's nothing like a little shock humor to get the audience laughing. While it was a little sad to see what became of Thor following the events of Infinity War, it was also pretty funny when Fat Thor was introduced. At number 12, we aren't savages in Doctor Strange. Seeing the temple as a normal human would definitely throw you for a loop at first, right? Especially after being told to forget everything you know or whatever. Thankfully, though, they still have Wi-Fi. Mordo let us know that. They're not savages.
What's this, my mantra?
The Wi-Fi password. We're not savage.
At number 11 today, the opening fight in Guardians 2. Now, the Guardians movies have some great action, but the opening fight for the second movie is pretty amazing. From all the hilarious banter before the fighting starts to Baby Groot's dancing throughout the entire carnage of it all, it was an awesome sequence and worth a shout out. Now we've arrived at number 10. Tony meets Thor in Avengers. Now, Tony and Thor fighting in the first Avengers movie was pretty intense, but it all started with a pretty funny exchange. And to be fair to Tony, it was quite the culture shock seeing the Asgardians on Earth.
You have no idea what you're dealing with.
Shakespeare in the Park?
Doth mother know you weareth her drapes?
This is beyond you, battle man.
At number 9, the dance-off in Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, nothing like a hilarious distraction to get rid of the main villain. Star-Lord's dance-off has become a fan-favorite moment in the MCU, and it has to be one of the most unique strategies and showdowns ever in comic book history. At number 8, Drax the Invisible Man in Infinity War. Now, Drax's sheer sincerity is what makes him so funny, and when he truly believes he's doing something right, it's hard not to laugh. During this emotional scene in Infinity War, Drax breaks the ice with some icy humor. At number 7, the interrogation in Spider-Man Homecoming. Now, Spider-Man has never been a particularly threatening superhero, so seeing Peter Parker try to be all big and scary like he's the Punisher was funny. I know a lot of people don't really like the more mechanical Spidey suit, but you have to admit, it gave us some pretty funny moments, like this one. At number 6, get help in Thor Ragnarok. Now, Thor and Loki have had a very interesting time in the MCU. They go from loving each other to trying to kill each other. Back again, frequently just back and forth. But if there's one moment in all the MCU that perfectly sums up their relationship, it's this one. This is one of my favorite moments from the Thor trilogy.
Get help! Please! My brother's dying! Get help! Help him!
At number 5, I wasn't listening in Guardians of the Galaxy. One of my favorite Drax moments of all time. He does his best to follow along with what the rest of the team was talking about, but eventually he has to come clean about his lack of interest. I mean, we've all been there. You know you have.
When did we establish?
Like 3 seconds ago!
I wasn't listening. I was thinking of something else.
At number 4, Groot and the Bomb in Guardians 2. Honestly, I think it's a miracle this scene ended up with almost everybody living. The moment between Rocket and Baby Groot during the final battle of the movie is priceless. It's simultaneously hilarious and freaking adorable watching Baby Groot do his absolute best to make his friends happy. At number 3, is he though? In Thor Ragnarok. I mean, we were all thinking it, weren't we? At number 2, the Guardians meet Thor in Infinity War. So following Thor's huge losses in Ragnarok at the beginning of Infinity War, it was probably hard for him to take the Guardians of the Galaxy seriously, although they did their best to keep it together and have the upper hand. And at number 1 today, never was a doubt. That's America's ass in Endgame. One of the most quoted lines in all the MCU. Yeah, I mean, it's a running joke in Endgame. It was excellent. It helped add some levity to this extremely intense movie. And from the first appearance to the last, America's ass is my favorite joke in the entire Infinity Saga.
That suit did nothing for your ass.
No one asked you to look, Tony.
It's ridiculous.
I think you look great, Cap. As far as I'm concerned, that's America's.
There you have it, my friends. Let me know a couple we missed. There's so many. We could actually probably do another one if you wanted to. If you guys enjoy these ranking videos, let me know. We can do more. Just tell me what kind of topics you would like. Check out the videos on the screen, and I'll see you soon.